My name is Lovell, UP Cooper. We are at Loyola University, and I'm a professor, adjunct professor of urban music production, and graduate of Grambling State University. 3 years ago, I was the head producer at Invictus Records, and I was also the studio manager for the Salt Mine Oasis in Phoenix, Arizona. So basically what happened is I ran the studio for Invictus Records, and I mean it's a multi-million-dollar studio. It's one of the top studios in the country, and it was amazing. It's a great experience. I love doing it. It's what makes it all worthwhile, you know. I was the little kid sleeping under church pews and sleeping underneath the organ in the studio. When hip-hop came around really and exploded in the early 80s, I was the little kid that was like, oh, I want to do that, you know, because it just appealed to me. It just fit with who I was at that time. And so that's really my beginnings. I mean, the little rugrat running around in the studio, sleeping under the console, you know, in the corner, wherever I could fit in. For them, there's a mass amount of students now that want to learn about urban music, and most of them are producers. They're producing hip hop, they're producing EDM, they're producing dubstep, they're producing all these electronic records that have a hip hop undertone, and so they need to know where the kick is, where the bass is, where the snare is, how to really create that low end like they want. So my job is to teach you how to get your personality out and really express yourself in the studio through your music, through your creativity, through your basses, through your kicks, through your snares, through the way you record vocals, through the way you talk to your musicians. That's how my class is structured. My class is structured around the true practical application of producing urban music. The reason a student would gravitate towards me is because I have the time in my day to help them to achieve what they want to achieve, and I have no problem with doing that. And we can not only do it here in Loyola. If I can bring you into my world and take you to my own personal studio and have you work on records. If you're a pianist and you're in the studio with me and I'm working with whoever, I'm going to say, I need you to play some piano on this record. So that will be your opportunity. And that's exactly what happened with Rainey Antoine. That's what happened with Kimberly. Now they're all over Dapper's singles, and you know, and we just developed a working relationship from that. And I expect to do that with all my students as much as I can. You know, to be able to teach what I do that's like a dream come true. It's beautiful. And if it wasn't for my mother being the singer that she is, being the teacher that she was, I mean, I guess I'm what my mom created. It's a foundation that helps fatherless boys. So whether the fathers have been incarcerated or dead or, you know, murdered or whatever else, the Son of a Saint takes those boys and they give them the opportunity for mentorship. And through mentorship, we allow them the ability to have opportunities that they normally would not have in their normal day-to-day lives. So what I felt is, being a mentor for Son of a Saint and working at Loyola University, I said, okay, well, I can merge the two. It's horrible situations that these children come from. And so to give them that light at the end of the tunnel and give them this exposure and this experience to work with the students here at Loyola, I mean, that's awesome for them. I mean, it's like you see the light bulb go off. You see them, because it also, our goal through Son of a Saint is we get them at 9 or 10 and we follow them through till they get their college acceptance letter. And so we mentor them up through that situation. So, I mean, it's a great opportunity to give them the college exposure also, as well as giving the students from Loyola the exposure to understand those children and to understand how a certain part of the world is, you know. Hopefully that these kids from Son of a Saint will end up here at Loyola. And I mean, so it's a great platform. It's a great medium.